An update to a story we first brought you on Tuesday. Pocatello City Council met this morning to discuss what they could do with the recycling program.
KPVI News that works for you. Reporter Paul Beam was at that meeting. He joins us now live from the newsroom with more. Paul.
Thanks, Matt and Marlise. At today's City Council meeting, no decision was made, but both the Public Works Department and Western Recycling were there to describe the recycling issue. The industry is hurting after China's decision to ban recyclable materials, but Western Recycling wants to work with the city to be able to continue to provide the service. The recycling industry was turned on its head when China banned the import of recyclable materials. The contract between Pocatello and Western Recycling is currently capped at $70 per ton, but unfortunately it ends at the end of the year and can't be sustained due to the problems with China.
You know, we're up for an extension this at the end of this year, but you know, the way the contract's currently written, we can't afford to renew under the existing terms. We're going to have to do something different there. We're sustaining too much of a loss.
The City Council was brought in on these concerns at this week's meeting. Public Works pitched that they could dip into the reserves for now, but with a rate study starting next year, they are looking at restructuring the next 5-year financial plan to include a projection of new rates, which right now are at $169 per ton. One of the alternatives is removing the program altogether, but the program has shown to be very important to residents.
It's very important for the city of Pocatello. The residents of Pocatello have definitely said that it's something they're really standing behind, and so that's something that, you know, we heard them loud and clear, and we want to try and make that as successful as we can.
The council also brought up surveying those residents on whether they'd be willing to pay a little more to keep the program operational. But they may only have to hold out for a little while. The short term may look bleak, but Western Recycling says that the recycling business is cyclical. When it turns around, they would be willing to drop those rates back down.
China's need for packaging material has not declined. They're just not getting material into the country that they can make their own packaging materials right now. So we're starting to hear about mill closures and those types of, I guess, problems that are going to arise, and they're going to have to eventually address those.
Other options were discussed, but many other programs can be just as expensive, especially with many other cities across the country scrambling to fix the exact same problem. Reporting live in the newsroom, I'm Paul Beam. Matt, Marlise, back to you.